Hollywood just gave us another twist we didn't see coming. The once adored couple, Brat and Judy Dupart, who captured hearts with their open, loving relationship, are now the center of rumors that suggest their love story may have ended in betrayal and heartbreak. For years, they were praised as a powerful couple, one breaking boundaries and representing LGBTQ+ love in the spotlight. But now, questions are being raised. Was the relationship ever as real as it seemed? Let's take a step back. Brat, who rose to fame in the 90s as one of the first female rappers to go platinum, had always kept her private life out of the public eye. That all changed when she fell in love with Judy. She came out publicly and embraced her truth in a way that inspired fans everywhere. The couple seemed unshakable, not only in love but also in business, fame, and family. But now, everything they built seems to be unraveling in front of the world. At the center of the chaos are rumors that Judy may have cheated on Brat with a man. This came as a shock to fans, especially because Judy had previously declared her love and commitment to Brat with pride. Some sources now claim Judy has been spending more time with a mystery man, and that her loyalty is being questioned. If the rumors are true, Brat is understandably hurt and furious. But infidelity might only be scratching the surface. There are whispers that Judy's intentions were never entirely pure. Some claim she used the relationship for clout, to boost her business and image. It's been said she may have misled Brat about money problems, possibly hiding her own financial troubles while Brat was already facing financial strain. Could this whole relationship have been a calculated move? The situation gets even messier when you consider Judy's controversial past. There are disturbing allegations dating back years, including an incident where a child drowned in her pool and she allegedly tried to provoke the grieving mother. Other sources accused Judy of insurance fraud, including possibly setting fire to her own salons. Then there's Lil James, a former child star who reportedly claims Judy scammed him and left him high and dry. When you piece all these claims together, it paints a picture that makes fans wonder, was Brat just another one of Judy's stepping stones? Their love story began at a business event in 2017 for Judy's Kaleidoscope hair products. At first, they didn't hit it off romantically, but their paths crossed again later, and something sparked. By March 2020, Brat was publicly declaring her love. This was a huge moment for her. She had always kept her love life private, so for her to go public showed just how serious things were. Their relationship became the focus of the reality show Brat Loves Judy, which gave fans a behind-the-scenes look into their lives. In February 2022, they tied the knot in a glamorous wedding at a horse ranch in Georgia. Over 100 guests attended. Brat walked down the aisle with support from her lifelong friend, music icon Jermaine Dupri. She was glowing, deeply in love, and full of hope. The next year, in 2023, they shared even more joyful news. They were expecting a baby together. Using Judy's egg and a donor, Brat carried the child. To her, it was a dream come true. Motherhood was something she never thought possible. And it filled her with happiness. But while they appeared happy on camera, things behind the scenes were unraveling. Fans began noticing signs that something was off. Despite the baby, rumors about Judy's intentions began circulating. Some thought she was using Brat's fame to bring more attention to her own brand. Others pointed to Brat's ongoing financial challenges and questioned whether money played a bigger role in their issues than they let on. And now, whispers of Judy cheating with a man have added a whole new layer of betrayal. There's also been talk about whether their wedding was legally binding at all. Some sources say it was more of a symbolic ceremony than a legal one. If true, it raises questions about how a divorce would even work and whether Brat can legally seek custody of their child, True Legend, who's become a big part of their online presence. Videos and photos of the little boy are everywhere, and both moms had always seemed proud to share his milestones. But the image of the perfect family has started to crack. Judy's critics claim she was never really in love, that she just stayed with Brat for the exposure. On the flip side, others say that's unfair because Judy had already achieved massive success on her own. She's the founder and CEO of Kaleidoscope Hair Products, a brand worth millions. Before Brat ever entered the picture, Judy had built a beauty empire from scratch, turning her passion for hair into a thriving business. In fact, Judy has been a force in the beauty world for years. She started styling hair as a child, earned her cosmetology license, and eventually launched her own salon in New Orleans. From there, she created Kaleidoscope Hair Studio and began selling products. Her empire exploded thanks to social media, and she even wrote a best-selling book called When the Miracle Drops, which explains how Instagram helped her turn a home remedy into a multi-million-dollar brand. Given all that, it's hard to argue she needed Brat to find success. Still, it's also hard to ignore the rumors. Allegations that she may have stepped out on her marriage have only intensified, and some fans believe she's no longer pretending to be happy. Some reports even claim that Brat feels so betrayed, she's started questioning same-sex relationships altogether. That's how deep this hurt supposedly runs. And then there's the heartbreak emoji. Recently, Brat posted a black screen with a single broken heart emoji to her Instagram story. No words. No music. Just that one symbol, and it said more than a press release ever could. Over 2 million people shared it within 48 hours, with fans offering sympathy, outrage, and speculation. Now, the world is watching to see what comes next. Will Brat officially confirm a breakup? Will Judy speak out and address the growing list of accusations? Could this be the end of a relationship that once symbolized hope, strength, and openness in the LGBTQ+ community? No one knows for sure yet. What's clear is that what started as a fairy tale has turned into a painful public unraveling. Whether this marks the final chapter in Brat and Judy's story or just a rocky pause remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, the truth, whatever it is, can't stay hidden for much longer. Love and relationships are rarely simple, and in the case of Brat and her wife Judy, things are now tangled in legal drama, emotional tension, and a lot of public attention. What started as a loving and celebrated relationship has turned into a complicated situation, especially now that custody of their child, true legend, is on the line. Brat reportedly wants to gain primary custody of their son, but that may not be easy. Sources say that Judy might argue she's the biological mother because the child was conceived using her egg and a donor's sperm. That would technically make Brat the one who carried the child but not the biological parent. If Judy uses this reasoning in court, she could claim she has more legal rights to raise their son. It's a bold argument, and it could make the custody battle far more challenging for Brat. Still, Brat isn't someone who gives up easily. She has a strong personality and a long history of standing up for herself. But even with that, this legal fight could get messy. Strangely, some sources say Judy might not even be fully interested in gaining custody. People close to her have pointed out that she's had limited involvement in raising her 3 other children from previous relationships. Even though Judy is reportedly asking for full custody now, many fans believe she might not be serious about it. Some of Brat's most loyal supporters argue that Judy presents herself as a devoted parent online but doesn't truly commit to motherhood behind the scenes. In fact, her parenting skills have been questioned more than once in the past, and some believe she's more concerned about how things look rather than how they actually are. But the situation grows more complicated when money gets involved. While Brat is a celebrity, it's been widely reported that Judy is the one bringing in most of the income. She hasn't just supported their child, she's also helped Brat's mother financially. There are claims that Judy has covered luxury shopping sprees, family expenses, and lavish vacations. That financial dynamic may come into play in court. If Brat moves forward with divorce or custody proceedings, Judy could argue that she's the primary provider and is better able to take care of their son. In custody cases, money can be a powerful tool. Judy might claim that her financial stability makes her the better option to raise truth. If rumors about Brat's hesitation to become a parent are true, it could weaken her position. But this story isn't just about money or legal rights, it's also about 2 public figures whose relationship has always been under the microscope. Since the beginning of their romance, some people have questioned how real their bond was. And now, with rumors flying around, their possible breakup is drawing more attention than ever. When 2 celebrities break up, especially when a lot of money, and public images are involved, it quickly becomes headline news. Many fans now believe that Judy may have grown tired of keeping up appearances. People noticed that she seemed to be the one paying for all the glamorous trips and over-the-top gestures shown on social media. That raised eyebrows. Some say it looked more like she was trying to keep up a fantasy for followers than actually enjoying a healthy, happy relationship. Supporters and even critics are starting to wonder, was the love between Brat and Judy real, or was it all for show? Some believe that Judy used the relationship to elevate her own brand, grow her business, and stay in the spotlight. There are claims that her connection with Brat was less about genuine affection and more about strategy. These opinions are especially strong among those who feel Judy has used relationships before for personal gain. That said, Brat's record isn't spotless either. Years ago, she was involved in a serious incident at a Halloween party in Georgia. According to reports, she hit a woman named Shayla in the head with a bottle during an argument. Shayla suffered severe injuries, including nerve damage and brain trauma, which ended her career as a cheerleader and aspiring actress. She later sued Brat and won a multi-million-dollar settlement. Brat was sentenced to prison time, probation, and ordered to attend anger management classes and substance abuse programs. The court also ruled she had to pay Shayla a large amount in damages, which has reportedly risen to over $8 million. Some rumors say Brat still hasn't paid the full amount. And that wasn't her only brush with the law. She was previously arrested for hitting another woman in the head with a bottle during an argument over VIP seating at a club. That woman also needed medical attention. Brat received probation and community service for that offense. Her past clearly shows a pattern of anger issues, which could hurt her case in a custody dispute. Despite all of this, some people still view Judy's behavior as more concerning. While Brat has had violent moments, Judy has been accused of manipulation, dishonesty, and being involved in some deeply troubling situations, including an incident where a child reportedly drowned in her pool. One of the most shocking claims is that Judy may have cheated on Brat with a man shortly after their son was born. This has caused even more people to question how strong their marriage really was. It's possible that both of their past mistakes and unresolved issues eventually showed up in their marriage. Judy's alleged lies and Brat's anger problems may have created an unstable environment. And now that their relationship is being examined closely, it's easy to see how things might have gone wrong from the beginning. What people really want to know is how much of their love story was real and how much of it was just for social media. Was Judy ever truly in love with Brat, or was this another one of her well-planned moves to gain attention? As more information surfaces, fans are questioning whether Judy's image as a loving, loyal wife was ever true, or if it was just part of a carefully built act. Judy's past as a nightclub hostess and the many legal troubles that followed her have also resurfaced, reminding everyone that her reputation has long been controversial. And when you put her history next to Brat's own list of legal problems and violent incidents, it's clear that this relationship was filled with red flags from early on. At the end of the day, both women have made choices that led them here. Whether this is the end of their marriage or just another rough patch, it's obvious that their pasts are now colliding with their present. And with a child involved, things are even more sensitive. Only time will tell whether they can resolve things quietly or if this will turn into a long, drawn-out court battle that plays out in front of the world. What's certain for now is that this is no longer just a love story, it's a complex and emotional situation filled with hard truths, painful memories, and a very uncertain future.